Look at this exercise. It says, what is double the square root of 17? I'll repeat. What is double the square root of 17? Alternatives. A. Square root of 34. B. Square root of 51. C. Square root of 68. Or D. Square root of 170. What will the answer be? A, B, C, or D? Welcome to this new video. Okay, let's see what double the square root of 17 is. You say that's very easy. Look, 2 multiplied by the square root of 17. What does it say here? Double the square root of 17. But when you look at the alternatives, you realize that none of them are written this way. 2 multiplied by the square root of 17. So here we have to make some changes. We have to make some moves. I observe here that in these alternatives, there is no number outside the square root. The number appears inside the square root. So this 2, I'm going to have to introduce it into the root. And the question is, how is this done? Let me explain. This 2 that's outside can go into the root. As long as I put this 2 inside the root, raised to a power equal to the index of the root. How so? Look, this will be equal to 17 multiplied by 2 squared. So this 2 that's outside will go into the root, but under what condition? That it's raised to a power equal to the index. So the square root of 17 multiplied by 2 squared is the same as 2 multiplying the square root of 17. So 2 squared is 4. Very good. So I have 17 multiplied by 4, which results in 68. Here it is. Now I go to the alternatives, and I realize that letter C is exactly what I have here. So now, double the square root of 17 is the square root of 68. You might say at first, no, it seemed like this was the answer. That's why we shouldn't be fooled by appearances. If you liked the video, leave a like. Welcome to another video. Today I have a very interesting exercise for you. Pay close attention. What is this? The cube root of fraction, where in the numerator, I have 2 raised to the power of 2, and below in the denominator, I have 2 raised to the power of minus 4. The options are, option A, 3 factorial, option B, the cube root of 8, option C, the square root of 16, and option D, 2 square root of 2. Which one do you think the answer will be? A, B, C, or D? Think about it. Pause this fantastic video of ours, try the exercise, and write your answer in the comments. Okay, I'm going to start by analyzing the alternatives, so there's no doubt. Look, 3 factorial is the same thing as 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 1, which would equal 6. So, alternative A will be 6. Very good. Then I have the cube root of 8. The cube root of 8 is the cube root of 2 cubed. I eliminate the index of the root with the exponent, and I'm left with 2. So I have alternative A, 6, B2, C, the square root of 16, which is 4, and alternative D. Well, it's already transformed, already simplified. It's 2 square root 2. So, reviewing the alternatives, they can be alternative A, 6, B, 2, C, 4, and D, the square root of 2. Now, to do this exercise, I have to remember the following. When I have a raised to the power of m divided by a raised to the power of n, what does that mean? It means that when I divide like bases, the exponents are subtracted. Look, O will be the exponent on top, minus the exponent on the bottom. This is a rule. So what am I going to do now? I'm going to rewrite it. I'm here, look, cube root. I have the same basis here. Why do I have the same basis? Because here it's 2 raised to a power, and dividing 2 raised to a power, so the bases are the same. What is the base? 2. Now I have to do m minus n. What is m? 2 minus. And what is my n? N is minus 4. So, look, I have the cube root of 2 raised to the power of 2 minus minus 4, and minus times minus is plus, so I'm going to rewrite it. Look, I have the cube root of 2 raised to the power of minus times minus is plus, 2 plus 4 is 6. So far it's very easy, very good. And how do you solve this? In the following way. The index of the root divides the exponent. So this will be equal to 6 over 3. Look, this index of the root will divide the exponent of the base. Very good. So 6 divided by 3, what is it? It's 2. So the answer is 2 squared, which is equal to 4. And now the answer will be A, B, C, or D. Obviously the letter C, which was originally the square root of 16. If you liked the video, give me a like and check if you are subscribed to the channel. Thanks for watching this video. Welcome to another video. For this exercise, we have to find the missing number. In this series, I have 12 in parentheses, 15, and 18. In the next line, I have 20, 16, and 12. Below that, there's 36, an unknown value, which is precisely the value I have to find, and 14. The alternatives are A, 3 cubed, B, 5 cubed, C, 3 squared, or D, 5 squared. Which will be the correct answer? A, B, C, or D? I'm going to give you some time to think. You're going to pause the video now and try to do this quickly. Let's solve this exercise. When you have a similar exercise, you have to understand that when parentheses appear here in the center, this value inside the parentheses in the central column generally has a direct relationship with the terms at the ends. Something was done between the terms to obtain the value we have here in the center, and I have to find that rule, that is 12 and 18. What is the relationship between 12 and 18? To get 15, and that same relationship must be fulfilled in the second line. And in the third, looking at the alternatives, I realize that the alternatives are not placed. They're not put directly. Look, 3 cubed. You know that 3 cubed is 27. Very good. 5 cubed is 125. Then we have 3 squared, which is 9, and 5 squared, which is 25. So alternative A is 27, B is 125, C 9, and D 25. So reviewing, we have in the first line 12, and I have 18. If I add 18 plus 12, what is it? Adding it is 30, and in parentheses I have 15, exactly half. So a theory arises in my mind that it says the central value will be the sum of the extremes, and I divide by 2. Let's see if this holds true for the second line. 20 plus 12 is 32, and half of 32 is 16. So it's holding true. Then I'm going to say 36 plus 14, all that divided by 2. What is 36 plus 14? It's 50, and 50 divided by 2 is equal to 25, and the answer will be the letter D. And look, it was 5 squared, that is 25. I hope that with each exercise and with each video your logic will improve. Thank you very much for watching this video. I invite you to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share with others.